I've got to be careful about creepers. So we run away and turn around. Just make sure that if any creepers blow up on us, they don't blow up on us right by our house. So, I quite like... I think the dimensions of that are about right. Any wider, and I think it would be far too overpowering. So, the only thing I'm trying to work out now is... that actually might look good if all that was glass. You know, what do you think? If that was like a glass floor, it would, you know, it means it wouldn't cast a shade as much. You know, maybe with a wooden rim and some wooden struts coming out level with those things, and then with the rest of it being glass. So, the tower that comes up, should that be like a balcony that runs around the outside of the tower, or should I actually just build up the sides from there? I think I should build up the sides from there. And I'm going to do it all in wood to start with, and then we can experiment with replacing bits of it with glass blocks and that later. So I think I need more wood, which means I may need to go chop trees down. But I won't make you watch that at all. Yeah, I need wood. I will show you this. One of the changes in the new version is that oak leaf blocks. That's leaf blocks from these the sort of the standard trees. So not the birches and not pine trees. Each leaf block has a 1 in 200 chance of dropping an apple. Like that. Now you can eat them for food, or you can surround them with gold nuggets in the crafting table and make a golden apple. Now golden apples give you more hunger bars back, but also gives you regeneration for a short period of time. So it's a nice quicker way of getting health back. So I'm going to eat my first ever apple. There, that was fun. And back to chopping the trees. Okay, so I've got a supply of wood. So what I need to do is build up the sides. Now, normally I make my roofs have a height of 4 plus the roof, so it's 5 up. But I want this thing to be at least twice as tall as normal. So I'm going to try for 10 up, which is going to be this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've lost count now. 9, 10, I think, because that was a stack of 64 wood. Because I think that's going to have the right proportions. Now I'm going to see what this looks like. And if this looks right, then this is going to be simply a single story this high. If I feel that it needs to push up a bit higher, a bit higher than the 10, maybe 12 or 14, then I might split it into 2 different floors. But how much damage do I take if I drop 10? Enough that if I do that all the way, it's going to kill me. So, but that's what I'm aiming for, I think. That'll be a nice high-ceilinged room, I think. And if it's like glass all the way, and I think it'll look good. So, back to the music, and I'll build these walls up, and then we'll see how it looks. Underestimated the amount of wood this would take, because we've still got the rest of this one and another double layer still to go. So I'm going to have to chop down a lot more of these trees. Luckily, I'm surrounded by them. I mean, look at the other side of the river. You know, I'm not going to run out of trees anytime soon. Okay, I've got myself another supply of wood. I think it's definitely enough to at least finish working out the height on this thing. This is just a temporary set of stairs I added. So I was coming around from here. So I had a quick look at this from the ground, and at first glance it looked like it needed a bit of extra height to it. So let's get it to the height, which was 10. Which is twice the height I normally make a single floor. And then we'll go out and have a look at it from various distances. Let's give it a look-see. Okay, so from a lower elevation than it, that doesn't look too bad. I thought maybe it would want to go up more, but if it goes up more, then I think, I mean, at the moment it's just... I thought I had a zombie. At the moment it's just a solid block. I mean, there's going to be windows and glass and stuff in there. And if you remember from when I put the windows in on the lower portion of the tower, just adding the windows makes a hell of a difference. So what I'm trying to judge here is proportion. You know, simple size and proportion. I think it's sticking out the right amount, so I don't need to make the circle larger. I don't think I want it any taller than that. You know, I mean, I might have like a viewing platform right on the very top. So, you know, so there might be like a tight spiral staircase or a ladder, you know, if you want to go, you know, simple on it, on the roof with like a slight overhang, but made of glass. So there could be like a glass walkway around the top, like a really high observation platform. That is going to have glass windows at least where these things are, although probably even more. I'm thinking because I want this to be like a lighthouse, I want to fill the center of it with glowstone. So when all the windows are in, at night it's going to shine, you know, and be visible from a great distance. So let's just keep looking up at it. But I think it's about right. So I'm going to close the roof. Maybe think about if there's going to be a spiral. You know, if the staircase is going to continue up at all. Oh, 4 wooden stairs. Wow. Do I have a spare workbench? I'll make one if I need one. Because I'm not sure I want to continue this spiral. And as I said, I want to fill the center with glowstone. But maybe I could have a smaller spiral staircase right in the center of the building, and that spiral staircase will be surrounded by the glowstone. How would that work? Where's the center? Right, so this is the center of the tower. So I could have, so there could be a spiral staircase starting here, going up around this central core. Because I mean, okay, you can put a spiral, you can have a spiral staircase which is like really small. Like I could do, well, that, and it works. You know, you can get up it, but it's ugly. So don't really want that. So if I put a spiral staircase up here, it could be like staircase platform. So it's like a really narrow spiral staircase that will rotate up around that. Then this would be glowstone. Would that glowstone be too far away from these windows? Like, would it not be visible? It'll be more visible if the ground was made of glass, but... And there would be, what, glowstone there and there. So there would just be a small cutout there for the way in. The alternative is I line the glowstone out here, except that's level where those windows are, but that doesn't matter. I'm trying to work out what's going to be best for this. Maybe if you guys can say which you think would be better. I either have this central staircase and then pretend this is glowstone, and it would run all the way around the central staircase, like so, at about this thickness. So that would all be glowstone. That's all you would see from the inside. I mean, the fact that those are close together doesn't really matter. You know, if you want to come up here, you come up here. If you're going up there, it's just a nice tight turn into this smaller spiral staircase, and that would run all the way to that level there. Alternatively, I can put the glowstone here, so sort of where the normal walls are, possibly as some form of circle. You know, I would come up with a design for a smaller circle, but it would be a lot further out. It would mean that this place here would become quite a narrow walkway. You know, I wouldn't be able to use the top of the tower for anything other than coming up to look at the windows and it being a lighthouse. The advantage of this is that the glowstone will be a lot closer to the outer edge. You know, basically there would be enough room for a 2 or 3 wide walkway all the way round, and then it would be glowstone, 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 sort of, you know, in a sort of a circular pattern. I quite like, you know, the idea of the glowstone just being on the, you know, just being in the very center, and there being this spiral staircase that goes up to the roof. But I mean, I could try it that way first, and then if it turns out it is too far away from the windows, I could always get more glowstone, because this method would use less glowstone, wouldn't it? So let's get this roof on, and either way, I think I want the spiral staircase in the center. That just seems the best way to make it up to the roof. So it's a height of 10. I've already got, so I need another 6 staircases. So let's just throw a workbench down at random and see whether we've got the wood to make 6 staircases. That's 4, 8. That'll do. Alright. Let me get rid of this excess wood for now. Right, let's build this staircase. Okay, now we find out whether or not I've got enough to close the roof off. I think I do. What I might do is I might not fill the center of this spiral staircase in, and I might have a quick drop going down to ground level. But, that's a future plan for the future. For now, it's just closing this off, so it feels more like a building to me. And seeing what the view is like from up here. In fact, let's just see what the view is like. Oh, look, you can see the melons are growing. So yeah, if this is like an observation platform, I think that'll be pretty good. I mean, it might get domed in glass or a leaf maybe with leaves with windows. That might look pretty good actually if it was like a giant leaf dome, but with say a height of windows first. I mean, it would make the tower look a little bit taller, but it might work. I like the fact that there's a nice view of the river. Oh, keep doing that. And the mountains and so on. This way, as I expand my compound and add more buildings and farmland and pens for animals and so on, we'll be able to see them all from up here. And that will, help make it seem more worth it. Ooh. Right, let's get this done. Okay, that's me out of wood. So I think I will complete this off camera, seeing as it is just putting the roof on. I'll do some small scale experiments and work out what I want to do with the windows and so on. I might need to go out into that desert and get a lot more sand, so I've got enough glass. If I'm gonna, if I'm gonna make the edges of this in glass or glass floored, and so on. It's a nice view. I like the way the sun rises in between those two mountains. I'm gonna have to make sure that I've got a good view on that. That's a fall that would probably kill me. So let's try and avoid that if we can. Up this way we've got the nice river snaking through with the forest opposite. I might try and keep the forest opposite. I might clear, or at least heavily thin out the trees on this side of the river, so there's room for me to add buildings and stuff that I want in between. But I quite like the forest on the horizon. And I don't want to mess with the desert within view, so anyway. Whoops. Ah! Okay, so tell me what you think about where I should put the glowstone. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.